Glassmaking is documented since 5,000 years, and it is impossible to summarize 5 millennia of furnace development in 2 minutes. But what one may say is that wood ever since ancient times has been the dominant fuel, originally used in open fires. Firing like this, you will usually not reach temperatures above 1200 degrees Celsius, but that is enough for some glass qualities. To raise the temperature, the chamber furnace with ceramic pots or crucibles to hold the glass was developed. To avoid too heavy a contamination of ash in the glass, the pots were put on shelves above the fire, and the fire was on the furnace floor. Glass furnaces tended to look like this until the 1400s, and they did so even if the cross-section could be rectangular, like in this one from the 1300s. For the slow cooling of the glass, special cooling furnaces were needed, and in medieval times they were sometimes connected to the melting furnace to save fuel. The mid-1600s saw the invention of the furnace stack to improve draft and intensify combustion, and at the same time grate firing and air supply from underneath was introduced. These improvements shortened the time for melting and finishing the glass from some 30-40 hours down to about half. The next major steps were taken by the second half of the 1800s, when two-step combustion was introduced, first to gasify the wood and then burn the gas, so as to simplify the control of the furnace, and also air preheating was introduced. A multitude of technical solutions and patents are seen during this period. But to summarize, the time for melting and finishing the glass in wood furnaces was less than 12 hours by the early 1900s. From the 1950s, oil, gas, and today electricity are the dominant energy forms used for glass melting. Around 2005 did Växjö University and the Glass Research Institute run a project to retrofit an LPG-fired melting furnace in Kosta into firing gasified wood pellets. The furnace was running for a few weeks, and we have a plate from this period on display in the museum. Due to a tax reduction on fossil fuels, it was cheaper for Kosta to continue running the furnace on LPG, so it was restored again after the testing period. But the aim of the project, to demonstrate that there are no big technical problems to reintroduce renewable fuels in the glass industry, was reached.